Welcome, everyone. It is now 6:31 p.m., June the 29th, 2026. Welcome to the regular meeting, Planning and Zoning Commission meeting tonight. We do have a quorum here tonight. You have myself, Derek Parks, Chair, Karen, Member, Kevin, Susie Mendoza to my left. I'm gonna go back, Kevin and Karen are to my right. And we have a new member here, Brian Bell. Welcome, Brian, to the Planning and Zoning Commission. We have city staff here tonight, Ben, Director of Development Services, and Roderick, Planning and Zoning Manager. So if you look at the handout, number 2 for us is voting for a new vice chair of the Planning and Zoning Commission and any related changes in positions tonight.
And just if y'all remember, Michael Brawley was our previous chair and his term has expired and he did elected not to renew it. And the only real role of the vice chair is to fill in if the chair is absent, which happened one time, I think, since I've been here.
Yeah.
Derek's only been gone one time. So
Twice.
twice. Is
Yeah,
that
maybe,
what it is?
maybe
Okay.
twice. Don't give me that much credit.
So that's all the role is.
I'd like to nominate Susie Mendoza for vice chair.
Second.
Oh, gotcha.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Ayes have it. Going forward, Susie Mendoza will be the new vice chair of the Planning and Zoning Commission.
Did you vote yes for yourself? I didn't hear. I'm sorry. Okay.
So, don't miss any meetings.
Okay. All right, I'll get it down to 0. Going down to Roman numeral number 3 is a consent agenda item. And we have one tonight, which is considering of approving the minutes of the following meeting minutes of the City of Red Oak Planning and Zoning Commission dated May the 26th, 2026. Commissioners, do y'all have any questions or concerns regarding the minutes from May the 26th?
I move that we approve the consent agenda as presented.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. The consent agenda item has been approved. Moving along to new business, which is number 2 on your handout, and that is conduct a public hearing and consider a Pacific use permit in PD Plan Development 15 revised, PD 15R zoning district to allow for an approximately 1,200 square foot accessory building with a heavy gauge metal roof on the property described as Lot 1, Block A of Springfield Farms and addressed as 100 Springfield Lane. Says City of Waxahachie, Ellis County, Texas. Z as in zebra, C as in cat, 26-09, requested by Luke. Basically, like Bonley. I'm sorry, Bonley, Luke Bonley. Staff, please.
Just a quick note,
Go
the address is Waxahachie. It's in the city limits of Red Oak, but it is, the address is Waxahachie. I assume y'all get your mail from the Waxahachie post office is probably what it is. So like
Okay.
there's a bunch of properties like in Glen Heights and stuff that have Red Oak addresses, but since they get their mail from the Red Oak post office, they have a Red Oak address. It's weird.
Couple of
Okay.
villages.
Yeah,
So yeah.
that one kind of threw me
They're
off a
in
little
city.
bit.
Yeah, so just FYI, the address is correct and it is in the Red Oak city limits.
It is. It's on the south side. Kind of, we're looking at the map, so it's down here. So in the overall scheme of things, so just kind of pulling it up here. So it's down here inside of the city limits. So it's the lot that's located here. So just as being mentioned. So this lot is actually located inside of a PD. It's zoned in PD 15 revised. Is where this lot's at. So the reason why we're bringing it for a SUP is because inside of this PD, it has a requirement for the roof to have certain type of shingles for that particular roof, in which those shingles are not metal for one of those roofing requirements. So they had to come in for a SUP for that one. The underlying zoning for this PD is going to be RAE which allows for a 3,000 square foot accessory building unit depending on the lot size. This lot size, if it's over a acre and less than 5 acres, then they could have a 3,000 square foot accessory building on the lot, just outright. Unfortunately for them, like I mentioned, because of the the roof type that they're proposing for this one, which is a heavy gauge metal roof, then they would have to come in for the SUP. It's the main thing that's driving this one. So we'll kind of jump into what this one is going to look like. So with the accessory building, then they do have certain requirements for it, it would have to look like the main structure. And as far as the height and all of those type of things, they'll have to meet setbacks as well with the structure also, in which they're meeting those things as well. So kind of guitar exhibits for this one. And some of the kind of how it's going to look. So we did get some pictures for this one, which is kind of give you a better look and feel of the structure and how it looks compared to the house. So this one does have an additional porch that's going to be on the west side of the structure. So this is just kind of a back look of the structure that they're proposing. So with that porch area that's here, it'll be entrance to the actual garage will be on the south side of it. So you'll kind of come around all the way around the structure. So you'll drive all the way past the house, past the structure, and enter the actual garage on the south side of it. And then we have another picture of it as well. So you come in from the road, drive past the actual structure all the way around and swing into the rear of that structure. And then actually, nope, that's not our exhibits right here. All right, so this more of the actual structures that are going to be here, and just kind of an additional view of the structures that are going to be here. We'll zoom into these. If it'll let me.
It's in the browser. It's not in the,
Yeah, that's why I won't let me zoom right there.
yeah.
So this is just a site plan for it. Is it big enough for you all to be able to view that on your screen?
Yeah.
So you can kind of see how you're going to navigate onto the site. Just giving you that view to where you drive past it, and be located there. That porch area will kind of affix to the house, and just kind of be on that side of this actual structure connected to there. And, give you the elevation. That's where we're at. This is that metal heavy gauge roof. And I'll stand for any additional questions that you may have.
Did say that the facade of the building will match the house.
Yes.
Okay, that's all we have. Thank you, Roger. This is a public hearing. Those that are for this item, you can go first. Make sure you give your name and your address when you come to the podium. Those who may be against this item or who have questions, go second. So as of right now, the floor is open for agenda item number 2. All right, can I have a motion to close the public hearing, please?
Move that we close the public hearing.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. The public hearing has been closed. Commissioners, have any questions regarding new business number 2 on our list tonight?
I
Or any
do.
questions?
Oh, why was a metal roof excluded from the PD in the first place? Why wouldn't it have been something allowed?
Those are just the requirements back in that time frame. This would have been something that the neighborhood just added inside of there when they were adding the construction requirements for it. In my opinion, it would have been the requirements for what they were looking at as far as the construction of the houses. And it just kind of stayed there with the houses. And I don't know if they were looking at that when they were thinking about the additional construction items that would have been on the lots, as far as when you look at the accessory buildings and things of that nature back at the time frame.
If I remember right, and I may not be 100% correct on this, the subdivision was brought into the city and then zoned after the fact, like after homes were built.
So it was more
I-
like.
it was
the
more like-
Match to what was there.
Kind of, I think that's more along the lines of how it got written was, okay, well, this should meet everything, but if anything else gets built, let's make sure it follows these standards. And I would say this is a very clear-cut case of the silliness of zoning in general, but at the staff level, if it's written down, then we have to
Then
follow
we
it.
have-
We can't just make unilateral decisions.
Didn't the state of Texas pass something that we can't dictate that they have a metal roof or match the siding or some nonsense like that after COVID?
Yes.
Specifically in April of 2021, when I was building my own shed.
So yes, to an extent. This one is actually older to the fact where these requirements are inside of their plat requirements as
Yeah.
well. So certain things would supersede that or
Or
preclude that.
superseded.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It says grandfathering.
Mhm.
I'm assuming there's no HOA, so were any of the neighbors, was a notice sent out to the neighborhood?
Yes, we provide notification to everything in the 200 foot radius.
We got no responses.
We did not.
As well as stuck a sign in their yard that said, we're making a zoning change.
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a good point. We've had to do this in the past.
Looking at
Okay.
the satellite view that he had, I didn't see any, but we weren't looking at the whole neighborhood. Okay.
You remember where they are, Ashley?
Hold on now. They shouldn't be.
They're over here. So there's,
Yeah, there's one.
1404
1404 Shawnee.
and then one north of it,
Yeah.
this one here. So they're right next door to each other.
Yeah. I thought
Precedent
those would say
set.
that.
Maybe not the wording, but.
Yeah,
I've never-
no,
Yeah.
we don't, we don't go off of that.
Yeah, it's wrong. It's fine.
Yeah.
I have no problem with that. I was asking why it wasn't in case there was something I
Yeah.
didn't know about why we should have hours, but
Right.
I think it sounds fine, especially since we already have some.
All right, anyone else? All right, if not, can I have a motion for new business number 2, please?
Move that we approve the use of the metal roof as presented.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Fine.
Aye. Ayes have it. New business number 2 on your handout is approved tonight. Moving along to new business number 3, which is conduct a public hearing and consider a SUP specific use permit request to allow a detailed car wash on approximately 1.443 acres of land on a portion of property zone C1 and allow a car wash on 0.43 acres of the land on a portion of the property zone HO, Highway Oriented District, located at the northwest corner of East Ovilla Road and Bernie Lane, PIN number 181-513, Ellis County Appraisal District, Red Oak, Texas, case number Z as in zebra, C as in cat, 26-10, requested by Michael Westfall. Staff, please.
Yes, thank you again, Chairman. For this one, the applicant has actually requested to table this item indefinitely. due to the.
Indefinitely or next month? They wanted it to move next month.
They
Did
want to
say?
move, they want to move to next month. I just mentioned indefinitely because to ensure
Right.
that they will, in case they need to move it again, then we
Okay.
have that flexibility to not tie them down to next month. So. Due to one of the members of the applicant's team being out of the country at the time. So table it indefinitely to not tie them down to next month.
So to do that, we would just make a motion to table, and if it could be voted on to table it, that's
Mhm.
fine, and if not, that's also fine. It's on your agenda.
Okay.
Can we ask any questions about it?
Yep. If you want to go ahead and do it and open the public hearing, and then we can either leave the public hearing open, or you can close the public hearing and
Then table
you
it?
can vote on it or table it. It's up to you. I think the applicant was really adamant about tabling so they could actually have someone here, so.
That's fine.
Okay.
But again, it's your commission and your agenda.
But don't we have people here who want to speak?
There are.
So they would have to wait.
They can,
To
if
when
you
it-
wanted to have it and open it, like, you don't necessarily have to close the public hearing. We can continue the public hearing until next month,
Or whenever they come back?
or yes. And they could speak today, or they can speak next time when the applicant speaks.
I'm just trying to not waste their time. since
Sure.
They already showed up today.
Right. I guess what you also don't want to have happen is the applicant say something and then they have a question about it and
That's what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
not,
too.
it's kind of a.
not be able to resolve the question.
Good
maybe.
question, yeah.
Is there, what's the best way for them to reach out to planning and zoning to find out if it's been tabled again?
So we always post the agendas,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So that's the best way because we post them online.
Mhm.
But we don't know it's tabled till we show up.
If it, let's say it goes to September, will they get another notice?
We would probably have to renotice at that point because it's been
Yeah.
too long. Unless we open the public hearing, then the public hearing is continued. It can stay continually open.
And then we would just take those comments into consideration
Right,
and whatever they have to say and go from there.
correct.
Right.
I think it makes sense to ask them kindly to come back next time.
Yeah.
the-
Yes.
the agenda
Yeah,
for the-
because we don't want to leave it open because then, yeah, that's a
Right.
lot of things.
That's also the reason why I said, the reason why I wanted to table it in the fashion that it did. So in that way that we won't notice it next month. If so, in the situations where he said if it comes back in August or anything like that, we wouldn't notice next month. We would only notice when the applicant requested to come back. And then that's when it would also come on that agenda.
Understood.
So if they call planning and zoning at 4 o'clock on Monday before the next meeting and it's on the agenda,
Uh-huh.
they can ask if it's been tabled again.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, hopefully we won't have a situation, like we did with this meeting. Unfortunately, it just was a timing thing to where the applicant requested today that they wanted to table it. Usually it would be a situation to where we would know up front and we would have, requested to table it much earlier.
Yeah, and we could have removed it from the agenda, right? So as soon as we put the agenda out, it can't change.
Right.
That's the problem.
Right.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, that if they call, at least they can.
Yes,
They can know
right.
that they shouldn't show up.
Correct.
Okay.
How many times can they table an item? Is it
We
just,
don't have
there's
one.
no
We don't have
limit.
there's no limit? Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I would say if they tabled again next month, then we wouldn't put them back on the agenda until they said we're gonna be there.
Mhm.
But that, not opening the public hearing allows us to do that versus if we keep continuing the public hearing, then it has
It's
to
gonna be
stay
on
on
the
there.
agenda.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes
Yeah.
sense. All right. Can I have a motion for, new business number 3, please?
I move that we table item number 3.
A second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Ayes have it. New business number 3 has been tabled. All right. And can I have a motion to adjourn, please?
Move that we adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. The regular meeting, planning and zoning meeting tonight has been finalized. Thank everyone for showing up.